Hello, residents of the space station. So this is going to be a quick little announcement type thing real quick before the video starts. If you guys want to skip these little announcements, you can go ahead to... I'll put the time up on screen somewhere, if I remember to. If not, check the description, or I might put it in the comments, we'll see. So this might be the first in a series I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to start doing more character designs and character redesigns, kind of trying to update my characters a bit, just make them look more like them, I guess, more fitting. Definitely since my skills have, I think, improved since I made some of these since I first made some of these characters. I'm so sorry. I will say real quick, this video will be filmed in segments, so they're going to be filmed, like, the different parts are going to be filmed at different times on different days. So if anything seems off, or if there's like sounds in the background that you didn't hear before, because space is unpredictable, that's it, basically. It's because it was on a different day. I'm going to try to keep it so that one segment is on one day and then another segment's on a different day. You'll see what I mean when I actually get started, but yeah. So let's go ahead and start the video. Disclaimer. This is by no means the only or correct way to make OCs or character designs. What works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. Please keep this in mind while watching the video, as this is just what I found works for me. Thank you for watching. Alright, so here we are with, after the announcement segment. If you skip the announcements, that's fine. So, we're going to get started with a concept blob. What's a concept blob? Let me explain it. So basically, I have a little, I made a little base of a concept blob right here. So it's just the head, basic body thing, the eyes, that sort of thing. I will add the hair later, but basically it's just kind of a collection of this sort of idea I have. So if the character has wings, I'm going to add wings, but they're going to be like super basic. Let me see if I can real quick actually pull up some examples. Oh, there. Okay. Let me pull it up. Alright, so these are some concept blobs I've done. These are two of my friends' characters. I'm planning on actually drawing them out, but it's just going to take me a bit. Especially that one. Especially the one with the 5 eyes, but yeah. So these are some character designs. By the time this video should go up, you guys have already seen this character. You guys have already seen Kaimon. I did already do a speed paint of him. I don't know if it'll be up before this video. It likely will be. Let's face it, it'll be. It'll be like way before this video goes up. But yeah, so Kaimon. So you can see the examples of different character designs, or character design concept blobs. This is basically how I do them. So what we're going to do then is, real quick, because this is a redesign of a character, this is a character that I specifically want to keep his color scheme. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Import, Image. I am using Clip Studio Paint, if that's anything that you guys were curious about. I'm going to go ahead and find him in my folders. I have a lot of characters, so I have to go through to find him. There he is. So this character's name is Noel. I'm going to pull up his reference sheet. Oh god, I forgot how big it is. Oh god. So this is Noel. We are going to keep the color scheme. This is his original design, which I do like his original design, but I feel like it doesn't fully fit him or fit the aesthetic I was kind of trying to go for. And I feel like I could have done better with this one. Like, I love how he looks, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Might just be me. But I want to do more with it. I want to make it more... what's the word? Fitting for him, I guess? I don't want to say elaborate. I'm not going to make it like, oh, so many accessories and stuff. No, I'm not doing that. I'm too lazy. But yeah, we're going to keep this up. Gonna make a layer. I'm so sorry about my voice today. I've been sick lately. So, alright, we're going to go ahead and make a layer under the blob. And for Clip Studio Paint, when you go to the Magic Wand tool to make your selection, you can do refer to editing layer only. I like doing that if I can. And I'll do this. Alright, and then I'll go outside of what I want to select. And then I'll go invert the selection. Especially with thick line art like this, it makes it less likely for there to be like that weird gap between the color and the line art. So let me go ahead and see his skin color. So I want to keep as many of the colors as I can. I might change them slightly. Like I might shift them like a little darker or a little lighter, but I'm not going to change the actual color itself. Maybe desaturate some, we'll see. So let's go ahead and put this in. I do want to saturate it a little bit more. Yeah, you probably can't really tell the difference that much, but to me that's a good enough difference. I do want him to have more noticeable blush. I don't know why I've been really into that lately. I've been into it for a good while now. So I'm going to actually take the blush color from that, but I'm going to make it more red and more saturated. Alright, going to toggle alpha lock. And even though I still have this selected, I can actually unselect it now, I think. So deselect. I'm going to real quick just... You know what, I'm just going to make it really simplified. Let's see if we can get this not looking like a penis. That would have been funny though. Alright, so we got this. Just kind of want to go for a dramatic blush. I might add some redness around his eyes too. So again, this is just a concept blob, just to get a few features down. Not all of them at all. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I am a bit of a perfectionist though, sorry, now I'm gonna beat myself up over it if it's not perfect. That's a good thing though. I think I do want his eyes to be much lighter blue. So I'm going to actually go to the line art blob layer. Actually, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm going to take away the overlay real quick. Okay, now we're over here. So we're going to... You guys probably can't see the layers, so I'm going to move myself over. Shoot. Yeah, I'll just... There's nowhere I can put myself, is there? No, I'll put myself right here. It'll be fine. We'll adjust it later, more than likely. I'll probably move myself around. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to go ahead and change the eye color a bit. I'm going to actually take this. And I'm going to make an even lighter blue. So he is blind. He is blind in his normal eyes. He has, I believe, 11 pairs of eyes. I could be wrong. No, not 11 pairs. 11 eyes generally. I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. Yeah, he has 11. I had to make sure. Alright. So we're going to real quick just alpha lock the blob. And we are going to color in that part. So color, color, color. This now looks a little bit creepy, but it'll be fine. I think I'm going to go ahead and add some of the eye colors down here. I think these colors are fine. Probably going to shift them a little bit, but that's not a big deal. I'm actually going to make a new layer and do it this way, because they're all supposed to be the same size. So I can just, at that point, copy and paste it over and then alpha lock. I think we're going to actually keep these colors the way they are though. Alright. So, copy and move it over. Alright, so now we're going to just... I don't know why I did that. What else? I kind of want to give him something. Like on his face. I'm trying to think of what it could be. Like, aside from, like, a dramatic blush. I want him to look very mystical. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But I could take one of these colors. I could put some purple on his face. Kind of tie in a little bit more purple. So let's see what I want to do. I'm thinking. What if, like, I made his lips purple? I don't know, maybe that'd be a little too much. Wait. A heart? I'm already doing that with another character, though. Should I make them related? This is basically just a repeat of another character's symbol. Okay. We'll figure that out later. But there is something I want to do. I grab his hair color, which I think I'm going to make that a brighter pink. Because his hair color is pink, so I think I'm going to make it just slightly more noticeable. Alright, so what I can do now is make a layer above the blob. I'm going to make his eyelashes. Oh no. Oh no. It blends in too well with his blush. Fuck. Alright, let me try a different shade of pink. Maybe a lighter pink that will kind of go with his eyes a little bit more. I think that might be fine. And then this can be like the shape of his eyelashes. We'll figure out the shape of his eyelashes once we make a little concept portrait of him, but this is kind of just a little idea. So we're just gonna go ahead and copy, flip it. Alright. So that is the blob so far. I'm going to take his skin tone, darken that. Alright. I'm actually going to saturate a little bit more. That looks better. Oh shit, I forgot that. I forgot that I put those on that layer. Shoot. I'm smart, I promise, I'm a smart mouse. Alright, so that is him so far. Then we gotta figure out his hairstyle, which... give me a second. I might actually go ahead and get rid of the rough sheet, or... yeah. Yeah, I'll just hide it. Hiding the rough sheet. Okay. So this is him so far. That is the concept blob. We're going to move over into... Well, no, we're not done with the concept blob, technically. So what I'm actually going to do, so I'm going to pull up Pinterest. Okay, yeah. Alright, here we are. So we're over at Pinterest. We're real quick just going to... I do have a portion that we're going to get to that is purely focused on Pinterest and what you can do like to help you out with your design. And yeah, you can tell that I was already looking for inspiration for other drawings. So what we're going to do is look up long hairstyles, because I did do a poll on Twitter. I love that. Okay, so I kind of want that wavy here. I think we're going to go with wavy. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're going to have a portion that focuses solely on Pinterest and how that can help you with character designs. You can do this with pretty much any website that's similar to Pinterest, but I do recommend Pinterest, just because it's useful. It's really easy to use. I've been using it for mine. Excuse me. Just kind of looking up inspiration and outfits and stuff that I can use, and of course hairstyles. And I wanted to have long hair, so I'm going to look at mostly female hairstyles, even though he is a man. Honestly, I don't think hairstyles should be gendered. Like, that's so dumb to me. Yeah, that's a whole topic for another day. But we're going to look through some longer hairstyles on some very like wavy, long, pretty hairstyles, and these are all really pretty. I love all their hair. Oh, that would be cute if we could give him like a butterfly clip. But I don't know. I don't think they had butterfly clips in the medieval ages. Though, I guess I shouldn't say that because technically it's medieval fantasy, so pretty much almost anything can go. But moving on. Let's look through here. I really like that hairstyle. I'm gonna save it to my hairstyles. I'm seeing a lot of hairstyles that I really like and I would love to use on him. Especially updos. I kind of want to give him a braid, but I'm horrible at drawing braids. That would probably be good practice. I always feel like it's a good idea to make a character that has at least one thing you're really bad at, so that when you draw them, it's a good excuse to practice, basically. What? Wait, I want to do that hairstyle. I regret cutting my hair. Alright, let's keep looking. I'll likely cut to when I actually find a hairstyle that I want to kind of use as reference. Alright, so we've moved back over here, and I have a couple pictures that we can use as inspiration. So, I kind of really like the waves in this, and I really like the flowers. I really like the thought of having flowers in his hair, just because, like, I think it would look really pretty. And then, of course, the braid. I really wanted to have really thick, wavy hair. It's gonna be a lot messier than that, and I kind of want to put some flowers in it, or maybe some flowers like on the fringes. We'll see. But I'm just gonna. This isn't going to be exact way it'll look like, but we're getting the basics down. Alright, so let me grab this because it's gonna be his hair color. I already made the the separate layer for the hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw out the fringe. Like a basic one, this isn't gonna be what exactly it looks like. And the actual, like, once we do the concept portrait. Well, I kinda want to have, like, one of those really large locks of hair that kind of go down like that. I love characters that have that, I don't know why. Just always looks really pretty to me. So I'm actually going to go right here, and this is going to essentially, I guess, represent a braid. Alright, so yeah, that is the concept portrait. Not concept portrait, what the hell? Concept braid. Concept braid? I can talk. Concept blob. And we're going to move on to the concept portrait. I'd say concept way too many times, I'm so sorry. Do not turn it into a drinking game, please. Yeah, we're going to move on to a basic sketch portrait. Okay, and so now we're going to basically just do a sort of sketch portrait thing. I will mention I forgot to add in the wings to the blob, so I went ahead and did that. Last time I recorded, I was feeling fairly sick. I'm feeling better now. I am having issues currently with acid reflux, so if I start coughing or if anything happens or if I have to like pause, that's likely why. Alright. So for that, for the not for the acid reflux, for the portrait, we're going to do something super basic. So like I'm going to bring up a different concept page that I've already done. I'm gonna bring up Kaimon's. I still don't really know how to pronounce my own character's name. But okay, so this is what it looks like when it's done. I will go ahead and tell you guys. I will tell you guys the two concept pages are going to be different because this was a full-on like design. Like this was my first sort of like version of him. I've never drawn him before. This was a completely new character made from scratch. And I was making him using this. So there are going to be differences. This is a full-on design. This is just a redesign. So there's going to be some differences. There's also going to be some differences because they also have different things going on with them. So like, he has multiple eyes, so I'm going to be trying to like emphasize the eyes a bit more. They're going to have different designs in all of that. So I'm going to probably have like a little section just for the eyes and that sort of thing. Probably also going to do a bit of like a little bit of a show off for the wings or any accessories that he has. Kind of like how I did here. But let's get back to the portrait thing. So up here is where I put the rough portrait. I also saved a sketch of this one that I did without the tentacles. With the color mapping. Color mapping is really messy, but like here, this is also really messy. This was the first iteration of him, essentially. Originally he was going to have suction cups, I decided against that. Partly because I'm lazy, but he was also going to have eyebrows originally above the second set, above the top set. And slightly different ears. He was going to have more goblin-like ears. Now he has more elven ears. They're just a little bit more sticky-outy. Sticky-outy. But yeah, so this is him originally. Kaimon. So we're going to do something similar, kinda. We're going to go back to that later, just going to explain the process as we go along. But let me put on my drawing glove, because I forgot to put it on. But basically what we're going to do is we're just going to do a super basic sketch. I don't know how else to explain it, I'm so sorry. But it's going to start with a circle. And then just going to do this. I usually would do this all in one layer, but we'll see. Not all of it. I'm talking about like just the sketching part. Alright, sorry about that. So what we're going to do is just do something super basic. Probably going to give him a slightly round face, maybe. I want him to look very like soft and angelic. So this is just going to be like a sort of prototype, is what I'm thinking. It's not going to have all the features, but it's going to have a good bit. It's not going to have his clothes or any of that. So like how you see it here, he's not wearing any clothes or anything like that. his original hair was going to have like softer highlights. He ended up with hard highlights. But we're going to see how this goes. This is just going to be super just existing. This probably isn't going to be exactly what he's going to look like at all. It could be even like totally different than what he's going to look like. So it doesn't even really have to look good as long as you get the idea of it. I'm not really going for looking good with this one, though I will fix this part a little bit more. Give me a second. So he's kind of got one shoulder up. Yeah, I'm just kind of doing this really quickly. I'm not going to fix it up too much. This is where the eyebrows will go. We're figuring this out as we go. So, let me just... Dun dun dun. I actually did really good with the wings on this. I'm just going to look at here real quick just to see where I put the wings, because I am horrible at wings. So it's actually good to look back at when I was using a diagram. I don't know if I still have that diagram to like help me with drawing the wings or not, but I'll probably look around for it, see if I can find it, because it was actually really helpful. So we're just gonna real quick just do a basic wing shape, and I'm just gonna put this little limitation here. This is as far down as I will draw for this. Alright, now we're going to go in and do this. So I want him to have, again, a very angelic, soft look, so maybe some round eyes? Though that can very easily be changed as well. So what I'm thinking is maybe thicker eyelashes. I give all my characters thick eyelashes, though, I'm noticing. I get comments on that from a lot of my friends, like in DMs. They'll be like, wow, long eyelashes. Very long. Legitimately though, when I first started doing this sort of style of eyelashes, it was a bit jarring for some of them, I think. Because my old art style was, if you look through a lot of my old videos, it was very different. So I think, I don't know, it's just a bit much. I don't know how to explain it. But, I actually originally wanted to avoid doing the anime art style, as weird as that sounds right now, because most of my style is fairly anime, I think, at this point. Oh, what if I give him, like, really high, like, big, eyelids? Kind of like this. And then Puffy under eyes. Of course, it's not going to look exactly like that. I'm just going to accentuate this little part right here. And right here. Very slight. Okay. Well, what if I did something kind of like that? He kind of looks like a girl almost. But we're going to keep going. So I'm going to real quick just sketch out some brows. Ooh, what if you had like those very, very thick brows? Like not super thick, but like very thick. Kind of like this. Very fluffy. Maybe not fluffy, but like just generally thick 3Cs. I guess I'm not feeling too much better, am I? I just realized this. Alright. So this isn't going to look exactly the same, because I suck at that. But we're going to do our best. Yeah, it's definitely not going to look the same at all. The eyes are cousins, not twins. Ooh, I like that shit though, a lot. But a lot of my characters look either angry or sleepy. I almost sneezed. False alarm. But yeah, I got told recently, a lot of my characters look either angry or like sleepy, and I can't get that image out of my head that they're all just constantly either yelling at you or just taking naps. I can't get that out of my head now. And I'm going to adjust this a bit in a second. Still not the exact same, but it works. It works. As long as it works, it's fine. Probably could pull this out a little bit more. It'll be fine. This is just a very basic thing just to get our ideas out. My ideas, I guess. But this is just gonna... doesn't have to be perfect at all. None of this has to be perfect, really, but I am how I am. Now we're just gonna let this in really quickly and then this. I guess it looks more realistic when the eyes are not the exact same because like no one's symmetrical, but this is a bit much. Yeah, this is a bit much. I'm gonna thicken the lower part of the upper lash line. Now it just looks like he's looking two different directions. I know I said this doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going back on that a little bit for this. Just for myself, though, it's fine. You know, that's going to have to work for now. It's not going to look great, but it'll be fine. Then, this. Let's go ahead and actually erase some of this. Go ahead and take the kneaded eraser and just do it that way. Just because, like, it'll still leave the lines somewhat, so I can still see them. Even if they look kind of ugly right now. Oh, whoops. We can also soften it up a little bit just to make it look a little bit messier, I guess, if you want it to look more messy. I will actually lower these because I feel like I put them up a little bit too high. Lower them right there. Alright. Then, what was I talking about earlier? ADHD? Hello? Oh yeah. I was talking earlier about how I actually tried to avoid the anime style for a long time. I did not want to draw in the anime style because I didn't think I'd be taken seriously. Which now I look back at and I'm like, why was I so dumb? Because like I enjoy drawing in the anime style a lot more than I enjoy drawing in the style I had before. Which I will link some of my older videos in the description. Just so like you guys can see the change, I guess. You can tell over time my art style changed quite a bit. I'm gonna fix that up. How thick do I want this lipstick to be? What kind of lipstick I want to have? We'll figure it out. Just make a new layer for it. Oh, no, I don't need to. But, yeah, I basically tried for a long time. And I guess I lost that fight. But, I thought I wouldn't be taken seriously just because whenever I was in art school, not art school, I never gone to art school. My uncle went, but I didn't. When I went to art classes, is what I meant to say. I was not allowed to do it, like, at all, even if it wasn't my main focus, and even if the teacher knew it wasn't my main focus. Just wasn't allowed to do it. Because How do I put this nicely? She did not like Japan. That's really all I can say. Like, she did not like Japan. That was a major reason. I don't know about this look. Let me try something. But, yeah, she was also really not the best teacher. I have some stories I can, well, they're not even really stories, they're just small things that happen. No, like, I don't have any, like, long-term stories, if that makes any sense. Nothing like a lot of other people have. Nothing like a lot of other people have with, like, their, horror stories relating to art teachers, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, basically just, there have been some art teachers who just, they're not great. I kind of want to have a little smile, just make him look a little bit more friendly. And then essentially giving him a crooked smile. But yeah, that was one of the reasons that I thought it wouldn't be taken seriously. Another reason is I actually did have someone tell me my art wouldn't be taken seriously and that I needed to try to find my own sort of style. So that was not great advice. Especially when people think that anime is just one art style. It really ain't. Like, I'm not kidding when I tell you, like, every anime artist I've ever seen, they all have different art styles. They're all, like, super different. That might be a little bit too much. I'm gonna pull this back up here. There we go. But yeah, they've all had very different art styles. So, like, one anime artist, their style is not gonna look like another. Like, it's really hard to do that. Even if you're doing a 10 art styles challenge, there's always a little piece of that of your style in that drawing. Like, if you're trying to do someone else's art style, there's always gonna be a little piece of yourself in there. I feel like I kinda want to do that challenge, not gonna lie. I've tried it before and I enjoyed it, so I'm gonna drag this whole part of his face down real quick. That didn't feel right. Oh, if you guys do want to know a quick story about that teacher, though, main stories I have pretty much are all about the same thing. She would prioritize the certain students more than others. At the time, I had been thinking about going back into art because I had quit for a long time due to personal issues that I won't get into right now unless anyone's interested. But as a result, I hadn't done art in a long time, so I wasn't really quite at the level that some of the other kids were. And she only focused on the kids who are already really good. She would ignore the rest of us if we tried to ask for help. Even if we were serious about wanting help too. That always made me mad. That was something she would always do. It was really upsetting. And I don't understand why some art teachers do that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, even okay, so one thing that happened was I had my hand up. I was wanting help. I wanted some help. And instead of coming over to someone who actually needed help, she went over to this girl next to me, who was my friend at the time, and she didn't need any help at all. She was doing great. She was almost done, and she just went over to her and was like, "Hey, do you need any help?" And she was like, "No, but my friend does." And the teacher just straight up ignored her saying that. Was just like, "Oh, okay, but try doing this," and just continued talking to her, and then completely ignored me and like walked away after just making a suggestion to like my friend who was doing a much better job than I was, admittedly. I was drawing oranges. She was drawing a tiger. But, yeah, the teacher basically would just do shit like that. She would rather help someone who didn't even need the help than help someone who actually needed help, if that makes any sense. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I don't know if I'm explaining it well. But yeah, that's one of the major stories that I remember from back then. I'm taking an easy way with this one, by the way. I don't like drawing ears. I'm never gonna like drawing ears. Ears can suck it. Just gonna put it over here. Yeah. That's fine. He's gonna look like a bit of a Play-Doh head, but that's fine. Doesn't need to be just right now. So, what I want to do now is... Also, I don't recommend not drawing the hairline. I'm just not doing it because it doesn't matter with this, honestly. It doesn't matter what you do. I feel like, because this is just going to be existing. This isn't going to be like a whole finished portrait. You just really need to figure out what hairstyle he has. Or she has, or they have. Whatever character you're making at the time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put in an idea that I have for a long sort of, you know, I was about to say, it's for a long sort of like gold rod holding the ponytail, the braid there, but then I remembered I would do that a lot when I don't want to deal with figuring out something a little bit more specific. So let's actually just go ahead and do this. I'm gonna actually do like something like these two little rings. I feel like that would look good. And then thick braids. Thick braid. Okay. Gonna actually make this go out a little bit more. Add some more flyaways. I said this doesn't need to be a finished drawing, but here I am, adding a little bit more detail. Alright, let's just go ahead and erase a bunch of stuff. That won't be needed. So this is just really, really rough. Also, if I start switching around topics and everything, I'm so sorry. I tend to forget what I'm talking about a lot. That's just a thing. But if you guys want me to discuss anything in particular in one of my videos, or if y'all want me to do videos like this some more, like more often, let me know, and I will definitely do that. Like, if you guys want me to discuss anything, pretty much, I will be happy to. As long as I can post it on YouTube. Nothing too explicit. Nothing too personal either. Because I do have my limits. I'm actually gonna quit just that. That actually adds a little bit more to the hair, a little bit more volume. Okay. So obviously this isn't really what he's gonna fully look like. This is just a fucking prototype. We're just getting it all together, just kind of putting together some ideas. Alright, now we can color. I'm probably going to do a little bit more erasing. Just kind of clean it up a little bit. Doesn't need to be completely clean though. It can be a little bit messy. Like me. I'm a little bit messy. Alright, I don't know where that tune came from. I just wanted to thicken up his hair a bit more at the top. Round it out a bit. Looks like an egg. It looks kind of like an egg right now. But that's fine. Alright. Now I'm gonna make a layer underneath it. Now I'm just gonna... Wait, I forgot to do... Hold on a second. Forgot to do the eyes here. They are all going to be the same size. I'm just doing this to do it real quick. Alright. Forgot his extra eyes. Those are really important for his design. Alright, so... I'm gonna just... Alright. And now we can finally actually get around to this. So the way I did it here is I think used paint. I usually use like watercolor for that. Just because I like the look of it. With the color mapping like this. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Again, it doesn't have to be clean or anything. It can be perfectly messy like this. Doesn't matter too much. So we're just going to real quick do that. But I don't know what to talk about while I'm doing this. I'll probably just talk about the character. I don't want to tell too much about him though, because I'm hoping to play him in a D&D campaign one day. One day. I have no idea if I'll ever be able to though. But I will tell you that he has a lot of eyes. But I think that he's a really interesting character because he's got a lot going on. Like just life-wise, he's been through a lot. Though I think most D&D characters have been, not gonna lie. I'll probably erase the pupils because, well, not erase them, but make them much lighter. There we go. But yeah, I think most D&D characters have been through like a shit ton of trauma. He's no exception to that rule. Let me tell you that right now. My poor characters. That's all I can say is my poor characters. I enjoy giving them trauma too much for some reason. Or let me actually add the... Right, so the eyes down here. I forgot to do that with Kaimon's portrait thing. Forgot to give him lights in the eyes. So I'm doing that here. Then we're just gonna go and color in these eyes right over here. This isn't really taking that long, to be honest. It's actually taking a lot shorter amount of time than I thought it would. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I accidentally opened something, sorry about that. It's okay now. I'll just make this a little bit darker. Actually, it's not going a little bit more. There we go. But he is blind in his regular eyes, but then with these eyes he can see normally. But everything looks like a panorama to him if he has all these eyes open. So basically he can see all the way around himself with these eyes open. But it just looks kind of weird. Like if you ever seen a panorama, that's what he sees. Things like that. Though it gives him a headache, so he doesn't really like to open them that often. He'll keep them closed and hidden as much as he can. Because those eyes do have eyelashes, so he does have to keep them hidden. And I actually color in his wings now. Though, the way I imagine them is like, they're really pretty. Like, all of his eyes are like really pretty. He also has an eye on his back that he also doesn't like opening because it gives him headaches, but it gives him like migraines. But he can see normally through that eye, but like with the added kind of bonus that he can see colors that like other people can't see. So kind of like how shrimp and like some other animals can see colors that we can't see, like they can see ultraviolet and all that. He can do that with the eye on his back. He can't do that with his other eyes, but he can do that with the eye on his back. But due to the headaches and other issues, he refuses to use any of those eyes. So that was the portrait. That was really simple. Basically, it's just, is this what I want to do? Are we certain about it? I might, I forgot to add in the blush though. I'm not very smart. Right, let me do that real quick. I'm actually gonna do it this way. Real quick, just like that. And then we're gonna go and clean it up just so it's not too messy looking. This is why I put it on a different layer. Alright. Now we're going to go through and... Also, if I start singing a tune or humming a tune, I have no idea where it came from. I generally don't. This just happens sometimes. We're going to lower it a tiny bit, like right about there. A little bit more. Okay, that's good. I just wanted it to be, like, very dramatic. I'll probably, like, fix it up a bit more later, once I do the final portrait. The final portrait. Now, the final portrait is down here. We don't do that until later. That'll be a bit later. But, so this is him, so far, what we're thinking of. And yeah, next up, we are going to do sort of like inspo board. So, let's get on to that. Alright, so here we are on Pinterest again. We were here for the words, for the inspiration for the hair. Well, now we're here for his overall aesthetic, which this is gonna be interesting because I have a few ideas, which I'm going to go ahead and look up one of them because I don't know if this is an actual thing. I'm pretty sure it is because there's a core for everything. Angel core, because he is an Azamar. So we're gonna look up Angel. Yeah, that's the thing. Alright, looking up Angel core for some inspiration. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. I really like this. So we're actually going to make a new board. So we're going to name it... why am I blanking on his name? This is my character. Oh my god. Brain? Are you okay? Give me a second. Noel. Okay. Y'all, it's late at night. I'm tired. But this is the only time I can really, like, record. Alright, so, Noel. and spell. Or we could just put Noel Aesthetics, because that would fit him too. So Noel Aesthetics. So we're going to real quick just make that. It's not going to be a secret. I'll probably link you guys to it in the description if I remember to. So we've added that there. We're also going to add this into Noel's Aesthetics. As well as this, because I feel like that fits him. But what I want to find now is... I really want to find some clothes. But we're also going to be saving whatever we find that would fit him, more than likely. Which is really kind of difficult, because I feel like that's not hard to do, but at the same time it's just like, okay, but can I use this in designing him? So let's go through and see what we can find. So I think this might work. Dun 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 dun. Oh god, that voice crack. Okay, so there's a few things I'm seeing that I think could work. I feel like that fits. At least in my mind it does. I want to find... Hold on. Is there... I highly doubt I'll actually find anything, but let's see. Male clothes. Angel Core male clothes. Okay, there's some stuff, I think. They're not necessarily Angel Core. But let's look through and see what we can find. That would be cute on him, not gonna lie. But we can keep going. I kind of want something very specific. So let's go and look up transparent puffy sleeves. I don't know why I've been wanting to draw those so bad lately, but I think they would fit him pretty well. I'm trying to find just the right, like, what I'm looking for. What I've been envisioning for him. I know it's, like, oddly kind of specific. Like, long, transparent, puffy sleeves is what I wanted. Something kind of like this. Like those sleeves right there. Has a little opening and everything. Kind of want something like that. But I also wouldn't mind that. So we can experiment a bit later when we do his outfit. But let's go back into... I feel like camellias. So we're gonna look up camellia flowers. Yeah, I feel like this would fit him a lot. For some reason, that's just... When I think of Noel, I think of camellias. I feel like they fit him a lot. What's the flower... Yeah, I can talk. The flower language of camellias. What do they mean? Oh, I actually spelled it wrong. Oops. Dang it. So, camellia flower language. Generally, camellia... Ooh, love, affection, and admiration. Aww. Ooh, he could be one of those characters that falls in love easily. That is... I feel like that would be kind of cute. I don't know why. So, like, when I think of him, I think of camellias. I definitely think it would be good to, like, give your character a flower or some kind of plant that represents them. And look up the meaning of that flower or plant just to see if it fits them right. Because every plant, every flower has some sort of meaning attached to them. And I think it's pretty damn interesting, personally, but... I don't know. if you want to. So now we're going to look up, what else could we look up? I was thinking keys. I don't know why. But let's look up a key. I want to find one that I feel like fits him. Or like suits him. Nothing like that, nothing like heavy. Not heavy, but like heavily decorated, I guess. I don't know. I feel like something like that would work. Something. Coffee, please. That is me every day. Alright, and now we're going to go into. Let's see. So we're going to look up fantasy aesthetic and see if we can find anything there, clothes-wise or anything else. Let's see about that. We'll look up fantasy male clothing as well in a minute, but oh, that's kind of like what I was talking about with the sleeves, a little bit. I like that. Why is he so difficult? Okay, that's actually fitting. For Noel, don't know why it's being difficult, but for Kaimon, I had a much easier time. Partly because I focused primarily on clothes for him, because his clothing style is one that I'm very much not used to, which is like more of a punk type style, even though like his final outfit didn't end up looking that punk, but like his actual clothing style is hard for me, I think. So let's keep going through. I'm gonna look up something and see if that's a thing. Cleric core. Is that a thing? No, it's not. That has a lot of alcohol though. Dang, now I kinda wanna drink. Alright, let's look up something else. Alright, so let's try fantasy male clothing. Fantasy male clothes. Alright, let's see what we have here. Sims. Why is that BuzzFeed? BuzzFeed? I don't know what. That just surprised me, okay? Alright, let's keep going through. Okay, I really like this, so I'm gonna add that to outfits. Inspiration. I want to find something very light colored for our boy here. A little Kaimon. I'm going to do 2 different designs for his outfit though, because he would have something to cover up his extra eyes that he can like put on and take off. Something kind of like this, I guess. Give me a second. A lot of things you're seeing right now are related to roleplay. A roleplay that I'm in. So we're taking inspiration from that one outfit. We're not going to directly copy any outfits. We're going to make it our own. But I just really want to like find something to take some inspiration from. So I'm just going to do that. And I'll probably pick up the video when I find everything and get everything done. Not done, but like get everything in there. Okay, so now we're back with that done. I couldn't find a whole lot of pictures I felt would be fitting, in all honesty. But here are some of them. Now I was thinking of something kind of like this, just to remind me, like I imagine he would have like a cloak, then he would have his wings just kind of like going downwards a bit more to kind of blend in with the cloak and make people think, oh, it's just lined with feathers. That was the original idea. I had that original idea as well, like here. You see and tell? Though I didn't put any detail into the wings here. I'm gonna try to put a bit more detail though, this time around. And then I still want to have like kind of long boots like this, but I want them to have a bit more like detail on the side like that. Or wait, that's not even part of the boot. I thought that was part of the boot. No, it's like leg warmers. Leg warmers. How can I try that later on? And then I really like the thought of him having something like this somewhere on him. I don't know. Something kind of similar is what I'm thinking. But yeah, so now that we got the sort of inspo done, we got the portrait done. Not the portrait, but sort of basic sketch concept thing portrait. And the blob, we can now move on to the information, the sort of profile, kind of just getting some very, very, very basic information about him. So let's go over to that. Alright, so now we are on to the information portion. So Noel won't have as much on his little information part as Kaimon, since this was like Kaimon's birth essentially. This is me figuring him out still. Well, I guess there's not too much information there, but yeah, it'll probably be about the same amount, but it'll just go by faster essentially. The only thing though is I do know what his class is, I just have not decided on domain yet because I know he will be a cleric. But once my internet comes back on, I'll look up the subclasses for clerics because I don't remember them. But so yeah, so since Noel was an orphan, he doesn't really have his own last name. He doesn't know who his parents were. He was never able to find them. There's not even like any clue as to maybe what they were, or where they're from, or any of that. Sorry about my model freaking out a little bit there. It seems I need to turn down the expression sensitivity. But let's keep going. So he ended up choosing his own last name. So his name is Noel. That was an ugly O. Noel? What was his last name? I'm trying to remember it now because it's been a long time since I've even thought about it. What was it? I am blanking right now. Oh my god. That's bad. It was Goldman. Is either Gold? Oh no, that was a different character. I don't think I use that character anymore though. I might redesign them too at some point, but we'll see. Shoot. Is Noel Crystal River, but I might actually change that because saying it aloud, I'm not sure about it. So we'll go with... I'm really horrible at picking out names, I'm just gonna say that, especially last names. I have the hardest time with. So I will say he is a Scourge, Azamar. I think that's how you pronounce it, Scourge. I could be very wrong there, but thinking. Trying to think of something. Because I feel like when you pick out a character's name, you should say it aloud, see if it sounds good. I did not originally do that with Noel. I need to start doing that more often, but that is a lesson to learn the hard way. Man. We'll skip that for now. Until I can think of one. I'm gonna shrink that down, move it up here. I'm gonna make another layer just to keep that in mind. So, with Kaimon, we put his race. Noel does not have a custom race going on here. He is an Azamar. So we're gonna put Scourge Azamar. Again, I cannot check to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. And I cannot check the spelling right now due to my internet being out. Also, please excuse my handwriting. I know it's bad. Does Azamar have 2 A's or 1 A? I don't remember. Oh no. That's not good. Just gonna go by memory here. If I remember correctly, it's 2 A's, but if it isn't, I'll go back and fix that. So Scourge Azamar. Then I also put, well, I don't really have his subclass, so I'm just gonna put Cleric. And then his height, which I thought about it, and I want him to be like, not average height, but like a little taller than average height, possibly. So I'm going to say like 6'1", 6'2". I'm not sure exactly. But I think I'll go with 6'1". So he's quite a bit shorter than Kaion. Quite a bit. I think most people are. So he's 6'1". I don't know how tall that is in centimeters, so I'll input that later on. So Noel, Scourge, Azamar, Cleric, 6'1". He is not a noble himself, technically speaking, but he lives with a noble family, so he's kind of like a live-in painter or artist, a live-in artist for the family. So he like paints their portraits and everything, while he's also training to be a priest, or like, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna put lives as, and we're gonna turn down stabilization. Lives at, well, not lives as an, lives as a live in personal artist. Also, he's trained to be a priest, so I'm going to put priest in training. I have not decided on the god or goddess that he worships yet. I will decide that later on, because I need to find one that lines well with him. So I'm also going to add in any other little bits of information. I am going to shrink this down though for convenience sake. So it's like this. So I'm going to put some additional information here. So like he's blind. And what else? I should probably put watercolor painter. Watercolor and acrylic. So I would imagine. I feel like I need to specify what he does. Alright. So we got that much information done about him. So I'm also going to add in how many eyes he has, which is 11. I'm going to add that in, because that is actually pretty important information to know. So let's go back up to the name. And then we'll get started on basic descriptors of his personality. So, I've been thinking about his name this whole time. And I want to say Silverlock for some reason. It doesn't really make much sense. Like, I don't know. It's either Silverlock or shoot. Yeah, I think Silverlock is my only real idea right now. If I come up with something better, I will change it, but we'll figure that out from there. So, Silverlock. If I come up with something better, hallelujah. But gonna real quick just organize it a little bit. Alright, there we go. So now we're going to do personality traits. Just gonna real quick write down personality. So, hold on. Alright, so it's just the basics pretty much. So he's, the way he is, he's not aloof, but he's very spacey, which can make him seem aloof at times, so I'm gonna put spacey. He's kind. Too trusting. I'm also going to like do slash falls in love easily. Because he's not used to people giving him attention, and I feel like that would kind of contribute to that. I'm gonna shrink this down a bit for space, for the sake of space. So spacey, kind, too trusting slash falls in love easily. What else could I say about him? He does tend to kind of let things happen. Like, he's not gonna let someone die, but he doesn't try to involve himself too much. I don't know a good word that describes a person like that. But he kind of just keeps to his own business a lot of the time. Unless someone needs help, or if it's like a life or death matter, or someone's like generally going to get hurt, he likely won't involve himself if he can help it. So do with that what you will. But yeah, that's some information about him. Now, something I do kind of want to say about him would be also that I can see him kind of giving in to peer pressure if like enough people around him are kind of doing something or saying something. He's just kind of like, okay, I guess I'll go with this. I don't. Okay, it's just kind of how he is. I don't really have a voice or anything for him yet, and I don't want to try to come up with one right now. But yeah, so that's some basic information about Noel. This part didn't take long at all, because it's just some basic information, you know? Not too much to do with that. But maybe I'll shrink it down some more, again, because space is important in these sheets. Alright. So, Noel Silverlock, Scour Jazzamar. Again, I will check the spelling later and I will adjust it accordingly. Cleric. Again, I will look up his possible subclass later. 6'1", 6'1". I will also add in the centimeters later on. Lives as a live-in personal artist. Focuses on watercolor and acrylic paints. Priest in training. He's also blind with 11 eyes. And then he has this kind of personality. Spacey, kind, and too trusting, and falls in love easily. If I can, hopefully my internet will come back on soon, so I can actually check some stuff. But yeah, so on to the next part. Hey guys, so yeah, problem. I'm an idiot, and I didn't notice that OBS wasn't picking up my microphone. I had it muted. I don't remember why. But yeah, I didn't notice this the whole time I was recording this part. So I'm just gonna be doing this voiceover. I'm so sorry. So what we're doing in this part is basically we're just gonna be making the portrait, the little, like, just the final portrait, essentially. We're just going to do that. Or, well, we already did it, but speaking in terms of what's going on in the video right now, we're about to do that. For Kaimon, I did 2 different ones, one for his actual form and one for his human disguise. For Noel's, we're just going to be doing straight up his finalized portrait. So we're going to get started on that. And again, I remember in this I was saying it's okay to take shortcuts. I've been saying that throughout this whole video, I'm pretty sure. Y'all are probably tired of hearing me say it. But I need to reiterate that it's fine. This is just to get your character design together, figure out what the hell you're doing, just to kind of get the ideas flowing. So, I don't know why it's taking me so long to get to, I think I was over-explaining something. Yeah, you can go back to the little rough sketch, the little rough color sketch that you had done before, just to, like, remember, get the idea, get some thoughts flowing in there. Again, I don't know why it takes so long to do anything. But yeah, I just usually use the circle tool as the base for the head shape. And then in a moment you'll see, wow, it takes so long doing all of this. Oh yeah, this is something else I do, is I just use the rectangle tool to get the guidelines. I only do that for front-facing views, like this. I don't do that for words. I don't do that for 3/4 view. Why can't I think of that? What? But yeah, you can basically just do something like that. Then clean it up. Do whatever you want. Honestly, you can just draw the face however you usually draw the face. This is just how I do it. And I will be using the, like, duplicate, then flip thing. So I'll probably just rush through the majority of this part. I'm still a little angry at myself. It's been a few days now. And I didn't realize that I did this, like, for a long time. But, it's been a few days now, and I'm just really mad at myself for not noticing that I didn't record any of the audio. I said, like, I remember giving a few tips, but I don't remember what they were now. So, that's fun. But, yeah, so we're basically just gonna be checking that quite often just to make sure I'm getting the basic idea of what I want, because, and if there's anything I want to change, because it just helps me personally. Whatever helps you guys, you can do that. This is just what helps me. I also tend to just really roughly sketch out the jawline, figure out what kind of jawline I want, whether I want it to be thin and narrow, or big and square, or round, or any of that. I try to give my characters all different face shapes, but sometimes that's a little difficult, because I tend to kind of lean towards one shape rather than another, and yeah. So I might just rush through this a little bit. hopefully it won't be too aggravating. I'm a little aggravated myself right now. But yeah, so we'll just rush through this part. There isn't much to really say here. I will say that during this part of it, if you do follow this tutorial, and if you do, I don't even know if this is a tutorial as much as it is like, okay, this is how I do stuff. I don't know. If you want to consider it a tutorial, you can. I didn't make the draw on a separate layer this time. I usually do, but I didn't. And that was where I noticed like some problems. But you know, that can be fixed pretty easily, typically. But what was I saying? Oh no. But oh yeah, just do whatever works for you, in all honesty. This is what works for me. If it works for you, that's great, and I'm really glad. If you guys do this, like, and post it, please tag me or let me know. Because I would love to see, like, if you guys do these concept pages, what you put on there. And yeah, I'll see you in the next part. Alright, so hey guys, so we're going to just do the last bit in one go and kind of rush through it a little bit. This is going to be much smaller than my common concept sheet. So, yeah. Also, I am sick again. It's come full circle, guys. I'm pretty sure I was sick in the first part of this video, and now I'm sick again. I do not feel good. So I'm hoping we can get through this. So, right now, I know what I wanted to do. So I have two of these up. I real quick sketched, I just sketched, two bodies. Two of his body. Well, actually, they're not really his body, but they're just, like, basic, just what I wanted to get down. Just to save time on the video, because it's already getting really, really long. Got two of them because he's going to have one that'll be like a cloak, like that, something kind of similar to this, but not exactly. This is just to remind me to him that he has a cloak. And then one without. Because the cloak will be hiding his wings. In my mind, he's like trained himself to like have his wings go down and kind of look like a feather lining within the coat. Or within the cloak. That's what I imagine it looking like. I won't be drawing the feathers on it, just so you guys can see what the inside of the cloak looks like without his wings in the way. But yeah. So we're gonna do that today. Let me go over here. Okay. So this is gonna be, we're gonna start with the outfit without the color, without the covering. So then whenever we do finish drawing that, we can just move it over here and then draw the covering. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to try and get through this quick. If I need to, I might speed through it, but I don't know yet. So what I remember wanting was puffy sleeves. I wanted him to have a very, like, interesting way to dress, because right now, in his backstory, he is living with a sort of aristocratic family. He's living with nobles as their kind of painters, so I imagine him wearing very elegant clothing. The way I imagine this family in my head is that even their servants dress very, very fancy, like they look really nice. So they probably give Noel really nice clothes too. That's what I'm imagining. So I want to say, like, maybe a sort of collar right here. That's not even at all. I want it to look at least a little bit nice. Okay, let's try like this. And then just slightly. I want to do mostly soft shapes. Make him very soft. Soft boy. Soft boy energy. Alright. Slowly getting this one. Let me make sure I didn't mute myself again. Okay, I didn't. I was so scared for a second. I was like, wait, did I check? And yeah, okay, I'm not muted. Thank fuck. I'm going to adjust this a little bit because, alright. That's good enough. Alright, and I remember also that I wanted puffy sleeves. So I'm gonna have something like this. And they're like slightly transparent, I imagine. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is where the transparency starts. Transparentness? Transparentness. Brain. Okay. We need to get through this. So, that's what I'm going to do. And then what I really want to do is, so it's going to stop at the wrist. Or wait, no. Wait. I could have it also stop right here. And then have the opaqueness go like this. Oh my god. Hold on. No. Okay, it's gonna stop at the wrist. It's okay if that doesn't connect, we're just getting the idea down. Well, no, I'm gonna make it connect anyways, because I'm gonna color this very loosely. It's gonna look really ugly, but that's fine. Alright, so we got one sleeve down, and something I want to do is, I love these kinds of gloves. I can't help it. I have a model reveal coming up soon, and you'll definitely see gloves on that one. Because I'm going to be revealing my new model. It's a much more upgraded version of this one, though since the new Vero update came out after I'd already made the model and already made the video for the reveal. And I have to wait for UniVRM to update. I'm going to have to wait to reveal the even better model with the better ears. So, but I definitely think this model's ears are better than the one I have right now. So I'm hoping you guys will like it. I need to focus. Alright. So we have this. The puffy sleeve, the puffy transparent sleeve will turn into a glove as it goes down. Becomes less transparent. Alright. So, just to save time, I'm thinking about just transferring it over. Yeah, I might just do that, just to save on time, because I don't want this video to be longer than necessary. It's already probably longer than necessary. I was editing earlier what I got so far for the video, and it was like over an hour long, so it was almost 2 hours long, but I managed to shorten it by cutting out like places where I rambled a little too much for my own liking and things like that. So there might be some weird cuts, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm working on my rambling problem. I tend to be really long-winded, and I'm doing that right now, so that's great. Fantastic. We love it. Alright, but seriously though, I think... Okay, so I think this will look a lot better once we actually color it. Then I'm thinking about doing... No. What should the bottom of it look like? I'm thinking like, okay, so what if we do this? So it's like tucked into some high-waisted pants, kind of high-waisted pants. And then let me sketch this out. Hold on. It's gonna be really fucking messy. Okay. What if I did like this? No. What was I thinking there? I have no idea. You'll say that's like a little seam kind of thing. And then, excuse me. I've been really into like pants kind of tucked into the boots recently. Should I give him higher boots? I got to there. No. I'll give him like similar boots to what he had before, I think. So like here. About there, I think. And then, so kind of like this is what I'm thinking. I really want to give him an interesting shape with his clothing. But I don't want it to be like ugly or anything. And I'm starting to worry I'm leaning into that territory. Or like gaudy. We'll see in a minute. We'll see in a minute how it'll look. There we go. Alright, I'm going to see how it looks after I erase some stuff. So let me go ahead and do that. Why is it not? I think I put it on the wrong thing. Whoops. This is supposed to be the one without the cloak. This is the one that's... okay. Let me move it over. I should have checked beforehand, but I did not. I'm smart. Only on Tuesdays, and it's not even Tuesday. Alright, now let's see how it would look without these extra lines. Whoops. Like, I'm just messing up so much today. I am so sorry y'all are having to deal with this. Okay, I don't need to erase the arm one. I could probably make it more transparent, but I'll do that later. I'm going to just do like this. I don't really like it. I don't really like how that looks. Maybe I'm gonna try something. Maybe if I just try to make his body shape a little bit more. Because it might look better on his body shape than whatever I have going on right now. Oh shit, went back a little too far. Okay, so... I'm actually gonna go ahead and do like this. Because I wanted him to have a very, like, inward, like, a very inward, waist. I can't think of the right word today. I'm so sorry. But, let's keep going. See what we can do. I want him to have like a very delicate kind of doll-like look almost. Like one of those, ball-jointed dolls is how I imagine him. So I'm trying to kind of go for something similar to that. If y'all don't know what I mean by ball-jointed dolls, by the way, I'm going to pop one up on screen right now. I'll pop up probably a few, or one or two, that I really like, that really make me think of Noel. So, yeah. Pop them up somewhere on screen, I have no idea where. Figure it out when I'm editing this part. I've been editing every part, like, individually, to just kind of get it done, I guess. So I won't have to worry about editing, like, probably over 2 or 3 hours worth of video later on. Alright, so this is our boy. Now let me try doing this again. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make some adjustments, but I also think this will look a lot better. So let's see. I'm gonna do this. This is how I'm gonna make my adjustments. Alright, so I think that looks better than it did before. So I'm just gonna go ahead and actually, hold on, I need to fix up the belly button because that's going to bother me. And I'm going to be erasing it, but you know. Alright, then I'm going to delete that, replace it with this version. Because that's closer to his body type. Alright. Don't change the name of it to with covering. Okay. Now let's go in. Gonna speed through this part. Alright, so we're back, and this is what we got. Actually, let me go ahead and make this part more transparent. Like the arms, just to show they're like kind of semi-covered, at least, by the sleeves. But yeah, I'm going to send this to another friend of mine to ask for their opinion, because that has helped me in the past, in all honesty. So I definitely like encourage you guys to do that. If you're designing a character and you're not sure if you like how they look in a certain outfit or a certain like hairstyle or anything, I definitely say like go to your friends and be like, hey, how's this look? Should I keep going with this? Should I try something different? Yep, that sort of thing. That helps a lot. It's definitely helped me make my character designs better than they used to be. I used to not ask people for their opinions because I was so scared of like people hating on me, I guess. I don't know. But honestly, it's so worth it. Not being hated on, but you know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and real quick color this same as the body sketch. And yeah. Alright. Let's just do that. Okay. Now I'm going to send it to another friend for review, and we're going to actually move on to another part for a bit. So let me just do that. I might send it to a few people, see what they think. Alright, I'm back. So while we're waiting on opinions to start showing, did I already get one? Oh no, I just got tagged in something. While we're waiting on that, we're going to go ahead and sort of do, so normally, sorry, I had to answer a question. Normally I would do like a sketch, like a sort of sketch for like an illustration or something. I'll just go ahead and do that, but since we're so low on time right now and I don't want this to go on too long, I'm going to instead just write down some ideas that I have for illustrations featuring him. So let's do that real quick. Let me label this as ideas. So And so turn down the stabilization. Okay. So, drawing ideas. We're going to just be brainstorming that for a bit. If you guys have any ideas, like, if you guys have anything you want to see, man, put them in the comments. Honestly, even like an outfit, I can always like base, I can always base a an illustration around an outfit. I've done it before, so I did that with like one of my older drawings with Cheto and trying to remember her name, Sky. I did that with those two. So we're going to come up with some drawing ideas. I want him to be like Noel on the cloud. Sounds cute as hell to me. Because he has that whole angel aesthetic going on. So Noel on a cloud. And then what else? I want to do a Chibi Noel. I want to do a little chibi of him. Chibi, chibi, chibi. So Chibi Noel. Oh, I got opinions. That was faster than I expected. So I got one person saying I like it, and I got another person saying they also like it. Okay. I'm still unsure about the pants. I'm kind of tempted to have them be longer and just kind of cover up this part of the boots. I don't know though. Let's test that out real quick. Okay. We're going to test out this idea. Never mind. Not a big fan of that. I don't know what it is. Something just doesn't feel right. Alright, let's keep going with the ideas though, since we're on this. Just gonna put down some basic ideas, that's what I'm thinking. So, Noel on Cloud should be Noel. I kinda wanna do something very, very, like, not dramatic, but very detailed. So I was thinking, like, him on a city street. So, like, taking a walk. We'll put that as an idea. I want to try to challenge myself with, like, backgrounds and everything. And I also want to try different poses, so I might also say, like, eating an apple or something. Or eating ice cream. Oh, that'd be so cute. So, eating ice cream. Just because that'd be so cute. I also kind of want to do a seductive Noel. So, like, I don't know how well that would fit him. But I think that would be fun to draw. Why was I putting an S? Alright. I wasn't paying attention to what the fuck I was writing. And then, I'll just put a winky face. I'm gonna try and make that look better. We'll put the winky face as one of the suggestions. Some of the ideas. Here we go. So seductive Noel is the winky face. Okay, so one of my friends suggested God damn it. that I do some kind of like embroidery on the pants or like buttons up the side, which I like the idea of buttons up the side, so I will do that, but it won't be shown here, unfortunately. So you guys will have to wait until I actually do an illustration with him to be able to see that. Uh, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to think of any kind of embroidery I can do for him. Anything like that would look cool. Hmm. I could probably do like a stripe going down this way. Let me make a new layer. Scared. Scared of messing up this layer. So like something like this. What if I gave him striped pants? Hold on, hold on. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Striped pants. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I want to try it. I just want to try it. Don't burn me for this. I don't know how people feel about striped pants, and I don't care. I want to try it. This is just a test. This is just a test. I'm so excited to try it. I don't know why. Holy shit. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna go down and just kind of adjust this. And I'm going to actually lower the opacity on the stripes. Because I don't know if I want to keep them yet. But I thought they would look cool. There might be a little bit too much going on, I don't know yet. I won't know until... I probably won't know until like a week after I finish this design and already have it posted up on YouTube. And then I'll look back and be like, ugh. It wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time where I'm like so confident in a drawing, and a week after I post it, that like the actual drawing itself and the video, I'm like, why did I think that was good? That's happened so many times. It's not even funny. Okay, so I'm gonna send that to her, see what she thinks. Oh my god, I kind of like it though. Striped pants. I'm probably gonna regret that later, like if I actually go through with it, because of fucking details. I always get frustrated with details, but right now I'm like, I like it. I kind of like it. Alright, so I'm liking that so far, but at the same time I'm like, I'm going to keep it on a separate layer in case I change my mind. But I'm definitely going to be doing like buttons on the sides, likely, like in those really old-fashioned pants. We're going to go ahead and transfer this over to the other one. Wait, now I'm wondering why I even made a separate thing. That make any sense? Like, now I'm wondering why I even made a separate... I don't know. I'm dumb. Dumb. Alright. Since I'm not sure about the pants yet, I'm just gonna leave that off for now. And then I'm going to start working on the cloak. So, again, I'm going to make this very easy on myself. I'm gonna go over here, got this. this is just gonna be like a sort of baseline type of thing. So I'm gonna actually change the color of it to red. Okay. So I imagine him having this like sort of collar that goes up past his chin and like up to his nose, sort of. Kind of like a mask. Not exactly. Fuck! I did that on the wrong layer! No! It's okay, I can save this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Uh, I'm so sad. I did like some of it on the wrong layer. I'm so mad at myself right now. It's okay, we'll figure this out. Like, this usually is really helpful, but like lately I've just been not feeling at my best. I'm going to real quick just kind of add the head because it looks kind of weird without it. So I'm just going to real quick just go over this one. Just very loosely, just so that there's a head. That's like the general shape of Noel's head. That's not the actual shape, but you know. It's fine. It works for what it's needed. So, let's go ahead and do this, I guess. Well, wait, how did I do the cloak on the other design? Alright, so with him, with that his old design, it was more like that. What I could do is, I'm going to real quick just, let me go ahead and, there, merge those layers, and then go up here. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is having it be shoot. How am I going to get this done? Okay. So what I was thinking of doing is having it be more like this, and then have it go down into that, rather than that more sharp look that's there. So then it's like softer, I guess. Like that. And then I can go here, adjust. Make it a little bit better. And then I'm actually gonna go here. And real quick, just erase parts. Make this bigger. I did that so I wouldn't lose the pants when I adjusted that. So, thinking something like this. And then take the stripes, move them up here, and then bring them over here, realign them up, okay. Okay, so it's like I'm doing something kind of like this, and then clean it up. There we go. Something kind of like this is what I'm thinking. Alright. Just go ahead and make sure I got everything needed. Alright, so I'm going to real quick just do that and then make it black. I'm going to send it to some friends for review just to see what they think. I do have it so that I can easily go back if needed, if this ends up being bleh. I kind of want the cloak to go out a bit more, because I feel like it should be very kind of flowing out a little bit more, because of the fact it is his wings that are going to be in there. So I end up going off canvas in order to do that. But we'll see. At least I'm not on the wrong layer this time, I think. No, I'm not. Okay, I definitely think that looks a lot better. To have the cloak go out more. Excuse me. Might be okay to just kind of go off canvas a little bit. If you need to go off canvas, that's fine, as long as you know what you're doing. The question is though, do I ever know what I'm doing? No, I do not. So, this is probably a bad idea. But, that's fine. I might go off canvas. But, it's okay. Alright, so kind of like this, I was thinking. Might be interesting. Then his wings will be closed in around him with that. I might make this part a little bit better. I should have looked up some reference for that, but I didn't. That's on me. It's my fault, sorry guys. It'll have to look better when I actually do the illustrative drawings or the portraits or anything, but right now I'm just trying to get the idea out there. So it's kind of like, what I'm thinking is up to here would be covered. So like, imagine here, then yeah, it would look a lot better once I actually do the drawings, but right now that's what I have. Right now it just looks like he's elongating his neck, so I'm probably going to add some eyes right here. That isn't what Noel looks like at all, but that's fine. It's just to get the idea of where that will be. And I think that's all we really need to do. I really like it. The boots will also have buttons going down the sides, and then there'll be buttons up here, I think. And I think that's all I really need to do for that part. I just need to color it, but deciding on color shouldn't be too hard since I wanted to go with very similar to like what his current colors are, at least kind of. So I really don't need to do that much, I feel like. So I'm gonna real quick just kind of go ahead and merge these. I'm also gonna do this. I don't know why I want it to look right, but that's fine. So then we can just focus on some of the coloring that needs to be done. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. So not much of his skin is showing. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab his skin tone. Oh my god, this fly. I'm so sorry, but there is a fly in my room right now, and it has not left me alone for days. Oh, whoops. I forgot to do invert selected area. I'll probably speed through this part. So I will say real quick also, I based Noel on a very, like, specific color palette I found. I don't know if I'd be able to find it again, because I don't think I ever saved it, but yeah. It's just a color palette that I thought looked pretty. I'll make this fully done until I can figure out what opacity I want. So this will be the semi-transparent sleeves right here. So this method for me is very helpful when making characters, but most of the time I do it in my head, so that's why it's taken me so long to do this. Because I would normally have it done really quickly in my head within like a day, but like getting stuff down on paper is hard for me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's an ADHD thing or if it's just a me thing. But I don't know. Oh, one of my friends just suggested something really cool, so I might do that in a little bit once I finish coloring this part. But she suggested that I put buttons right here, so like for him to fasten it on. So I might end up doing that because that would look kind of cute. He has a lot of buttons. I'm realizing. Oh my god, he should have a button collection. Oh, that'd be so cute. I just got really excited over buttons. So I am doing these all in different layers so that it'll be easier to change the colors if I don't like if I don't like the colors that I'm choosing right now. Which I'm not too sure about them, so it's really good that I'm putting them on a different layer. So let me just go ahead and do that. Alright. And then I'm going to do a sort of light brown boots. I'm doing the pants last. So light brown boots with darker brown soles. Excuse me. I will have the buttons match the buttons here, which will be gold. So I'm thinking of doing... So let me make the pants white. I'll make them more like cream, kind of, just so they're not completely white. But, yeah. Although if you guys notice any glaring issues with his design, and just let me know in the comments, and I will fix him up sometime. I probably won't make a video of me fixing him up, because there are usually fixes I have to do after immediately making the design, because there's like small issues I start to notice, or small things I don't like that much after a while. So, yeah. Alright, now let's go and color the buttons. Right, I'm not too sure about that shirt. Let's try a different color. Not that dusty pink. And let's try like a lavender. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. Okay. And then maybe something like that. Alright, now I'm gonna try that thing that my other friend suggested. Why can I not talk today? Alright, I'm gonna try some buttons. Or wait. So let me go ahead and send that to her for review. Oh, they sent me a picture for reference. Oh, that actually looks really cool. Okay. Alright, so let me put that on the back burner for now and try this. So what they're suggesting is like this, and then buttons all up here. That actually looks really cool. Okay, I can get behind this. I keep getting tagged and stuff on Discord. Alright, so I'm going to real quick kind of rush through this. I'm likely not going to focus too much on it, but, you know. Let me just... Right. Invert selected area. Okay, now let's do this. Alright, so now we're back with the fly again. I really hope this won't be a regular thing in my videos now, where we have a fly problem. But, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the cloak. Now, I kind of want to do a different color for him, for his cloak. That kind of goes with his wings. So I'm going to probably go over to the blue. Let's just start off with this. And then we have it so that I can easily go and fix it if needed. But you won't care too much about that, since this is just to get the idea out there. It's fine. Bothers me a little bit, but it's fine. Okay, so... might make it a little bit lighter, a little bit more gray toned. So, no. This. No, that's too dark. This. No. God damn it. How about this? That's the same color. No, it's not actually. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That would kind of is. It's just a little bit more gray. It's barely noticeable. It's a barely noticeable difference. But that's fine. So, I'm going to kind of go with that. Then I wanted to go for maybe white on the inside. And then gold along the bottom is what I was thinking. Can't really see it that well in the white, but something kind of like that, and then it goes across like this as well. This is a little bit harder than I thought it would be. So I could do this. So gold buttons up here as well. Kind of matching the pants. And then might actually do purple instead, like a lighter purple. For some reason it doesn't look right to me. Let's try covering it completely in purple. Dark purple. So then, or how about I just go with white? I want like a cream color similar to its pants, but like lighter. Okay, that might be good, I think. And then we grab the gold from his buttons again. Looking a little lighter. And then we'll do that. Have there be a little bit of the gold line at the bottom. It's gonna look kind of shitty for a bit there. But I also want to do blue on the inside. That's what I'm thinking. Or I could bring some of that purple down here as well, just to make it lighter. darker purple. This is going to take me a while to decide on. It would look good with the gold. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, and like I would usually do, I'm going to send it to friends for review. I'm sorry that this video has been so long. It's just that I am very long-winded. I'm hoping in the future it won't be this long. If you guys have made it to this part, I am very shocked. But I'm also very grateful. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and dealing with my voice for over an hour now. Probably 2 hours at this point. I have no idea. I won't know until I go and edit this. But yeah, I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And yeah. Just gonna add a few more finishing things here. Oh wait, there was something I forgot though. I'll do that off camera probably. Because there isn't a whole lot to it, I guess. At least in my brain. I just need to get his eye in there, like the eye on his back, because that's the only eye you guys don't see. So I might do that real quick. Alright guys, that is the end of the video. Remember to look up at the sky tonight, and think of the space station, I guess. I don't know. Think of whatever you want. Have fun. Have a good night or good day, whatever time it is where you live. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye!